of course. Well, my name is Monica Felix. I live in Boca del Rio, Veracruz State in Mexico, at the Gulf Coast. So I'm a very happy beach girl. And well, I got my certification in 2008, classical.
Okay.
And since then, I'm the owner of a studio called Iron Pilates.
Iron Pilates? Amazing.
Iron Pilates. Yeah, because from the beginning, I wanted to establish the difference that here you're going to come to work hard. You know, at the beginning, I didn't know what name to choose, like Pink Studio, well, I don't know, Veracruz Studio, I don't know, Beach Studio, I don't know. But you know, at the beginning, people came and well, we worked so hard and they began telling me, oh my God, I feel like I'm training for an Ironman. Oh no, now I feel like I'm ready for an Iron Woman. And then I said, okay, let's put Iron Pilates.
Mm-hmm. That's perfect. And because you do ultra marathons, you do like all that crazy stuff.
Yes, that's why also, that's my signature. That's the idea of my studio. It's, as I said, it's classical because Joe Pilates himself worked very hard. So with the name, when the people came, well, as I said, they know that it's going to be hard, but also people come to see me because I've been doing all these crazy high performance sports since 10 years ago. But the most important is without any injury. That's the most important thing.
That's the most selling feature.
I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling like, okay, let's go for the next one and let's try this and let's try that without being injured.
Yes.
It's incredible. People say, how could you run a 100K ultra marathon at the beginning of the month and another 100K marathon at the end of the same month, training in between? So that's crazy. You can do that. I said, yes, you can, because, well, of course, it's not only Pilates. It's, you know it. You're also very sporty and high performance athlete. It's all great supplements, the best equipment that you can get, the best coach that you can get. Go to physical therapists to get massages, and well, it's everything. Well, and train very hard. But for me, what was first, I got my certification. I have to train like for 1 year for the certification, and after that, I felt so strong that then I feel that I could try everything.
Well, you know, Monica,
it's like limitless.
Yes, and I think what you're talking about too, there's a little bit of a cutoff there. So with that too, what you said when there is so key, we're talking about having a team around you. And I love doing that for my clients too, where whether they're an ultra marathon runner or they're just a weekend warrior, when you can bolster people with a team, their physiotherapist or osteopath, the proper nutrition guidelines, strength, all these different things, people feel good when we can really surround them with a team. So yes, I'm their Pilates guy or their strength and conditioning coach, but I'm confident enough in my skill set to know when to refer to others, who to surround them with, and then they feel that much more supported and more successful because we can surround every one of our people with that team, so to speak.
Yes, it's a team. It's a team. And, you know, if you want to perform, these crazy sports, it could be like, for example, ultra marathons. I've kayak racing, stand-up paddle racing, open water swimming, through islands, everything. Okay, it's great. But you have to be surrounded with a team. And the most important is your coach, kayak coach, stand-up paddle coach, running coach, swimming coach, you name it. Always, I've been blessed with all these people surrounding me, and it has been very successful. But you have to think about it. You can do it alone, or well, you can do it, but you will be injured, or you're not going to train properly, or you're not going to be with the best supplements and advices and everything and support. You know, the coach. Yes, you can do it. And well, I'm happy and I'm blessed, and I will continue as soon as I can. Well,
that's amazing. Now, do you have that same level of coaching when it comes to your business? Like, how do you market up?
I lost it. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Out of your world too? Do you get like,
Yes. Yeah. Well, for example, in my business, yes. I'm a Pilates. I call myself a Pilates trainer, a Pilates coach, not such a Pilates teacher, because I always said, not even just a Pilates can teach you Pilates. It's something that you have to. It's something
that
that you
sounds like that's like a Joel.
I just help
right
people do it.
Yeah, exactly. So not even Pilates can teach you Pilates. Like there's so many different things. I would say that it's the same like with my son who plays basketball, right?
Yeah.
And he's 14 years old and he plays like high level basketball. But you don't want kids that young to be basketball players. You want them to be athletes. So you have to introduce them to other sports and thinking, moving in different ways, challenging them in different ways. And I think it's the same for our Pilates, right?
Yes, right. But for me, the most important thing is the body. The body. Yeah, maybe you can choose, like basketball or something. But with my experience and what people can witness with me, it was not only one sport. It's different sports, from running to swimming, to climbing, to kayaking and everything. Because what I say, if you train the body as a whole, like Pilates told us, you can change, you can switch.
Yes.
For example, maybe I'm going to leave the ultra marathon for a while, and then I'm going to do like the Ocean Man races now, 10K, swimming and everything. And you can change, and it's great for the body. So don't get fixed in only one sport. You can try everything as long as you are fit, as long as you're healthy, and as long as you train your body as a whole. That's the thing that I always want to say to my clients. No, Pilates is not like, I want to do legs or arms.
Today's leg day. Today's tricep day.
It's a whole. And for example, as I said, not everybody has to run ultra marathons and go, climbing 5,000 meters mountains. But in your daily life, you have to. You have to be prepared. You have to be like, let's go.
Yes.
And that's my message,
Yes. No, I love that. And that's, as an athlete, that's the way that I think too. I want to be in a place that, actually like this. This is how I say it to my clients. If they want to run a 5K or 10K or a half marathon, I want them to be ready to do it, because you can go out today and run it, but if you're not prepared, it's going to take you a month to recover from it. You get some repetitive strain injury, or your calves, or your whatever, or shin splints or something. Or you can continue to be trained and ready to do it, and it takes you a week to recover, or it takes you 2 days to recover, or you know what I mean? So like, if your body's ready and tuned, as Joel was saying there, then you can jump into whatever it is, because your body's ready to do it.
Yes, that's what I say to I talk to my clients too. And because I say, okay, you love running. It's your life to go to attend marathons all over the world. Okay, so you want to do it for the rest of your life. Okay?
Yes.
So you have to be recovered as soon as possible to continue doing what you like. Because it has no sense to run a marathon, to get injured, and to be at home 3 months taking care of you. That's not a life, and spending a lot of money in getting healed. That's also very important.
Right? Yeah.
So that's what had attracted all this men community to my studio. So I can say that now I have half men and half women attending the studio. I work my male clients are a lot.
Yeah, you said that in your comment earlier. Everyone, we're talking about in my conversation with Monica earlier, she was saying my studio is pink, but I have a lot of tough men.
Yes, it's like, but it's not like a light pink. It's like fuchsia. Strong pink.
It's a strong pink. For the record, it's a strong pink. But I think that what you're saying, though, ultimately is what it comes down to is, if it's a tough workout, if it's a challenging workout, if it appeals to the people who are coming, more people are going to come because they see the results.
Yes. And for example, they count on me for that. And also because, for me, it's not like I only want athletes, or triathletes like Ironman or something. No, here in my studio, everyone can be an athlete, and they are. Even for example, yesterday I trained a 61-year-old client who has been coming with me for 4 years after a back surgery.
Yes.
And he's doing the most. control balance on the reformer, hanging on the Swedish bars, doing chin-ups and everything.
Is that the post you had yesterday?
Excuse me?
Those posts that you put up yesterday where she was, is that the same?
Yes.
Post? Yeah, strong, exactly.
Yeah. Strong and with a back surgery, and I have also 71 clients, 75, doing the same. I treat everybody the same. From 15-year teenagers to this kind of women and men. And they call me Maleficent teacher. And when they travel to Disneyland, they arrive with these gifts and souvenirs from Maleficent, a keychain or something for the head, and a T-shirt. Because with me, for example, they're not gonna be like, oh no, I can't. I always said, I don't want to hear I can't. I want to hear I'm trying. Explain me, help me, how. But no, I can't. No, that word doesn't work for me. And I'm very tough about that. I speak loud.
Love it. All over that. So how did you find Pilates originally?
Excuse me?
How did you find Pilates? Like, how did you get into Pilates in the first place?
How I found Pilates. Well, it's very funny because, I was taking Pilates classes as everybody here on a gym. It was like 5 reformers. And I was attending every day, and I got like a Pilates junkie, I love it. But, you have your time, and once I arrived, and there was someone on my reformer, and I said, hey, it's my time, it's my reformer, I just booked it. No, you're 5 minutes late, so now I'm gonna use it. And, and the teacher was telling me all the time, hey, you're very good, it seems that you like it, why don't you get certified? And I said, me? You're crazy. This is super hard, super difficult. No way. But then when I saw that lady there, I said, yeah, okay, use it. Because I'm going to buy my reformer, I'm going to get certified, and I'm going to do in my garden in front of the river because I live on a waterfront. So when I just left the studio, and then I said, okay, let's be real. So it was like in 2007. So I began, on the computer looking at it, and then I found a certification, as you said. Come one weekend and get certified, for Pilates certified. I said, no, come on, that can be. So that was the only thing that existed in Mexico at that time.
Okay.
But I said, no, that's not possible. So I was, searching, and then I found this studio in Las Vegas, in the United States, who had the real thing, the classical certification. And the good thing was that it was taught by a Mexican Pilates teacher who was a dancer. Well, the same story over and over. And then she got retired. She was working in Las Vegas, and she had this certification program. So I said, okay, it's great. And I went there and I got my certification. And then, but something is very, I got the certification, but I need to practice. So I went to Las Vegas, come to Mexico. Then sometimes she came to Mexico because we were a lot of students, and that's that story. But I have to practice. I said, I told my friends, do you want to be my body?
Yes, exactly.
Come to my garden.
Yes.
Yeah, let's work this out. And then, they helped me. They were my body. So finally I got my certification. And when I returned to Mexico, they said, hey, and the classes? I said, no, thank you. They are over. I already have my certification, my reformer, the garden, the river. That's it. No, come on. We like the classes. Come on, put in a studio. Let's do this. And I said, I don't know. They said, yes, please. And I said, okay, let's gather like 5 girls and let's begin with this and let's see how it is. And that's how it became a reality. Wow. And 2 of these girls are still my clients.
Yes.
11 years later.
Is it was that Elena Bartley? Someone's asking in the comment section.
Elena Bartley, yes.
Okay, yes. No, that's beautiful. I love hearing those stories of how people start, because it's not like, sometimes you sit down in an office and you make your master plan, you have your vision board and you have your strategic plan, and you go and other people just go. They just do it. Reluctantly or otherwise, and it flourishes, right?
Well, I feel very blessed, and I people knows me because, well, for this, because I'm grateful every day, and I say thank you to God every day, because my college, I went to college and studied international relations, international affairs. I work with a company and have the international affairs and everything, and then I moved to Veracruz. I was living in Mexico City, and then this came to my life. Life found me.
Yes.
Pilates found me. Yes. And then after that, I found that was my passion, and teaching it was is my talent. Yes. So some people can never find either their passion or their talent, or if they find it, they can't work, using it. So I feel very, very blessed.
I love, Monica, that you said you found your talent. It's easy to say you found your passion, but like when you say you found your talent, that's a whole different dialogue, because there's this intersection of the things we love to do and the things that we're actually good at, and sometimes they don't meet.
Yes, yeah, you're right. Well, for me, it's to have a talent is to find it and to recognize it is, okay, let's do what you love. Okay, yeah, it's great, that's your passion.
Right.
But liking how you do it is your talent.
Liking how to do it, yeah.
And for example, but the most important thing here is that with all my clients, they arrive to the studio, we've been working, and little by little, my passion becomes their passion too. Yes. And my talent becomes their talent too. Yes. You saw that old lady yesterday on my Instagram stories. Mm-hmm. What a talent. She's very talented to do that at 61 with a back surgery. Oh my God. I can guarantee you that everybody at my studio are working like that.
Yes.
So, yeah, so that's great because, as I said, now it's not my passion, it's our passion, and our talent. So every time that I said, for example, in these pandemic times that I said, okay, who wants to come with me to the beach? Let's do some mat, social distancing. Oh, everybody comes. Everybody attends because they are so passionate about it. That's the thing that I feel like so happy, and because, as I said, maybe you will move to another city, and maybe we're gonna lose some connection, but you will still practicing math every day.
Yes, and so then we've talked passion, we talked talent. What about calling?
What about what? Sorry?
Your calling. Do you feel like this is your calling to be doing this? Like this is like your, yeah.
Yes, because you know when I feel that it's my calling, when I said, everything is so beautiful, the pink, the sports, the people, the clans, but that is not always like that.
Right.
So it's very tiring. I teach 11 classes, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. 11 classes by myself. I begin at 6 o'clock in the morning and finish at 9 o'clock at night.
Yes, that's the part people don't want to hear sometimes.
Yes, it's very hard. And for example, today is my free day, and today I said I'm not working at all, because I have to recharge. I take my board, I go, paddling the ocean, waiting for the sunrise and all that to get recharged. But sometimes, I travel a lot, as I said. My oldest daughter lives in Barcelona. She studied there, so I traveled to see her and everything, and working and traveling to workshops and conferences and my sports events all over the place. Yes. So I have to close the studio, and I close it. And I said, "Hi guys, sorry, but next month it's gonna be closed." I said, "Hey, no, please." And before the pandemic, I was very skeptical about teaching online, so I never did it. Before the pandemic. Pandemic was about 1 year ago, and in September, October, November, I was the 3 months in Spain, training for open water swimming event in the Mediterranean. So I had to spend there 3 months. So the studio was closed. Yes. And then when I arrived, I said, well, nothing happened. Well, I can stay. Maybe I just wanna close it and have it for me, or maybe private here and there. Yes. But then I began teaching a group class again with 10 people, and then I said, no, I can do this. I love this. I love to teach. Yes. And Monica, you know it. You can close it. So that's my call. You know, sometimes I said, hey, Cole, I don't want to hear you. You know, the call kicks. No, Monica, you like this.
Yeah.
So, for example, you know, it's 9 o'clock, as I said, at night, and I said, I'm so tired. And then someone calls. Yeah, the calls is real. Monica, please, I'm arriving. I'm just going down from the plane. Please, can you teach me? You know, I feel so sore. I said, okay. And they even said, I don't have gym clothes. I will arrive in jeans. I said, okay, come on. Take your jeans and your luggage and come to the studio. I think that's the call.
Absolutely. Because you have, and I gauge that call by the fact that you actually have energy to do it. You know what I mean? Like there's certain things that like for someone else that is so dreadful to hear that they don't want to do it. Whereas you can step up, you can do that with joy. And even if you're reluctant or you're tired, you go into it. And by the time you're done, you're like, I'm so glad I said I would meet that person.
Yes, yes.
You know what I mean?
And you know, also here in Mexico, I must say this, Pilates is, well, this traditional Pilates, classical, authentic, as you want to name it. My studio is one of the only 10 studios fully equipped in the whole country. For us, it's very expensive to have all the equipment, and you have to pay, you know, the taxes and everything. So can you imagine, Mexico is so big, and there are only 10 fully equipped classical studios. So, well, this is expensive. This is expensive, and so I feel very committed. So with my clients, as when they, for example, I can say, if you pay 2 of my classes, only 2 privates, you can pay the whole month in a gym.
Yes.
You know, with yoga, with weights, with pool, with everything. So you can imagine the difference.
Right.
You know, so, and for example, and my classes, my one private, it's $25 US. Nothing compared to the US or to Canada, you know, but it's still very expensive for Mexico.
That's what I'm saying. It's still relative, right?
It's still relative. So I feel very committed to that they get everything what they pay for. You know, all my energy, all my caring, all my attention, all my yelling, because all my bullying, because I bully them every day.
Someone said that earlier. Like they said, Monica's a bully. She gets the best out of it.
They are saying that. Yes, I'm a bully. But you know, sometimes I feel like human rights is gonna come and close the studio. You know, I'm just very close to that. But
it's awesome.
Really, but they're happy because always with respect. I mean, but I'm honest.
Yes.
And they know that they will hear the real thing.
That is awesome.
Yes.
That is so funny.
Yes, it's so funny. So, but that's my style. You know, everybody says that. It's not changing the work.
No.
It's make it personal. Yeah. For example, you know, on Return to Life, you have 3 push-ups. You know, for me, 3 push-ups, hey, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Very easy.
Right, yeah.
Right, but something that is very important, talking about Return to Life and everything, is that, well, I educate my clients. So my clients really know what is all this all about. You know, who was Pilates, who was Clark Pilates, why this Pilates is more expensive than the other one with 10 reformers. For example, I have copies of the book here, the Return to Life book, and every time that someone has a birthday or something, I give them the book. So if you talk with my clients, anyone, they are highly Pilates educated, really. And they know what they are paying for, you know, and they know that, for example, I began with these mat classes, as I said, then I bought one reformer, the one that I had on my house, I bring it to the studio, and then after 3 years, I bought a Bunda chair, a balanced body Bunda chair and everything. But then, I always told them, this is not only this. There are a lot of equipment, a lot of apparatus. You know, it's this and it's there, and someday I will have them. So when I had this great opportunity to equip all my studio with Pilates designs apparatuses, everything from the toe corrector, the pink bean bag, the electric chair, Cadillacs, everything, they were so excited as I was. Oh,
for sure.
We're gonna ride, we're gonna use it, and everything. So, but they know the real thing. You know, and I'm as Real say that day, I'm a precisionist.
Yes.
Not a perfectionist, a precisionist. I love that. I just
so good,
and nowadays, because for example, if you ask me, well, I have a lot of favorite teachers. For example, Kathy Rosnach is like my hero. I'm that style. For example, let's fight. And I had the great opportunity to be among and to take classes, workshops with the great legends. You know, from Jay to Peter to Inelia Garcia to Jean-Claude to all these guys who have shaped my work profoundly. I've been very lucky to be able to travel to Brazil, to Spain, to France, to the States, to attend the Jacob's Pillow, to be close to the source. So if you are close to the source and you see all the Joseph Pilates work, then you can decide by yourself.
Yes.
Because, you know, I said, yes, I have this amazing Pilates design studio, but I don't have any trouble getting out an orbit. I work with an orbit or with a foam roller or with a Swiss ball. But I always tell them, this is not Pilates. This is something else. This is an orbit. This is a Swiss ball. Or stability ball. This is a roller. And we, for example, last night I worked with a roller with one of my strongest clients, male clients, and he loved it. He said, wow, it's so great. Oh my God, I feel so good, my back. But then I put them out and put it on the storage. And then another day I continue.
Yes. And Monica, what you're talking about there too is just how the work of educating our clients on what they're doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's a difference, and I've said this before, there's a difference between giving our clients a hard workout. Like you could do 50 burpees and make them sweat, or you can educate them on what's actually happening so they understand the differences of what an exercise is, why we're doing exercise, when we're in this world or that world. Like my friend who's a kettlebell teacher always says, you can do an exercise with a kettlebell, but then there's also kettlebell exercises. And there's a difference. Right? So as long as our people know where they are in this space and what exercises they're doing and why they're doing those exercises, I think that is one of the main parts of being a teacher, educator, coach, is actually giving our people knowledge as well as a workout at the same time.
Yes, for me that's the key. That's the most important. For example, I don't say, hey, you just have to work out Pilates and that's it. No, I say Pilates will help you with your weights.
Yes.
Pilates will help you with your running. That's my message. Pilates will help you with arranging your closets. Pilates will help you with every daily task. For example, if you're driving, if you want to get, you know, your bag, or you know, and then, okay, just look at it, just bring it. It's functional, but yes, you have to educate them. It's not that I want them to do classical Pilates and that's it. No, I help them to be better in their activity, sport, life, everything, you know. And I said, okay, take care of your body. You know, you can move to another city. You can change works. You can get divorced. You can change, you know, couples. But this will be with you in this life experience. So soon as you know it, be aware of it, know its limit and exceed them, and also its potentialities, you know, will be better. And, you know, we are not getting any younger. So, for example, for me, now I'm 47. So I just quit the ultramarathon running. I just made it to my greatest race in my life, that it was in the Swiss Alps. So that's the ultramarathon world event. So I gathered my points. I entered the lottery, and then I did it. And that was for me that's enough.
That's the pinnacle.
That's the greatest that I can achieve, you know. So then I'm going to move to something more smoother than the open water swimming. And it's something that I will do, and I can do forever, because I know that the marathon, it's great with the Pilates and everything, but it's also very tough for the joints and everything. So you can change in everything, but as soon as you know it, you know your body, you can change and you can decide.
There's a comment here that I love, that I saw it fly by and I didn't want to miss it. It says from Una Lunda, I can't, my languages are very terrible, but the comment says, Monica has made me live in my body for the first time in 43 years.
Wow.
I love that line. There's a saying, all men die, but few men ever really live.
Yes. Yes. Well, well, people know me also. Well, but why these sports? Why all these experiences, topics?
Yes.
Why to do them? For me, it's to live to the fullest, to experience everything.
Yes.
Not to win a medal or to go to the Swiss Alps or to the Cooper Canyon. No. It's to experience. For me, the word is living experiences.
Yes.
Living experiences.
Yes.
You know? And because I lost my parents when I was very young. So I died from colon cancer, same cancer. Yeah, my father was 42, my mother was 59, I was 15, and well. So I really witnessed that life ends.
Yes.
And life can change from one day to another. From, I have a stomach ache, to the other day, I have cancer.
Yes.
You know, that's different. So for me, I witnessed that since a very early age. So I try every day to live to the fullest, every day. So that's what I try to encourage my clients. Yes, my family. I have 2 daughters. I said 20 and 18. Always look. For example, hey, come on! It's 5 o'clock. Come on! Let's come to the garden and watch the sunset. Yes. So beautiful. Okay, let's go. Yeah, every day they know me for that, and that's what I want. For example, how will my body could feel if I run like 16 hours? Okay, let's try to feel that. Okay.
Yeah.
How will I feel if I try to swim from Cancun to Isla Mujeres 10K? Okay, let's try that. And how can I feel like teaching 11 hours? Okay, let's feel that.
I wish my wife was on here watching this, because she would be shaking her head like, that is me. That is totally that sense of, I wonder what my body can do in this situation. Like, I wonder if I could do this. Let's push that limit. Let's see what we're actually capable of. Instead of staying in a place of comfort, I'm put up, it's not really related, but in a sense it is. My comment that I put up today in my post was pictures of when my wife and I went to Japan.
Okay.
And it was about adventure, and she loves adventure, and she's the type of person who's like, let's just go here. Let's just eeny, meeny, miny, moe it across this country, or let's just try. And I wasn't always wired like that.
Okay.
And coming out of my divorce and just really being in a place of almost bitterness, and in this place where I just wanted to just hide, she was the one that would pull me out of that shell. And that was one of those things where it's like, for her, she just loves life and loves adventure. And that was a trigger for me. That was something that just really opened up that world of saying, let's just really enjoy today. Let's just
to get awake.
Yeah, there's the difference between living and being truly alive.
Yes, that can be my motto.
Yeah,
really.
So
really,
and that was it. Like, so I go back to that Japan moment, being like, okay, this is being alive. This is taking an adventure. This is being scared and doing it anyways.
Yes. Scared is something. You know, I have here a tattoo that it says fearless.
Yes.
And I put it here because, of course, I'm afraid. You know, people ask me, you're not afraid of sharks? You're not afraid of snowstorms when you are running there or kayaking? And as I said, okay, well, yeah, sometimes I feel that. But then I try to pass those feelings. For example, okay, yes, there are sharks there. So how can I confront that? You go diving with sharks. And I did it. And I just felt that, well, I was very scared, you know. But then I said, what they told me how to do or what not to do and everything. And I said, they are very peaceful. You know, of course, you have to have some measures and everything. But I'm more scared of being a fake. That's, I can be, for example, in Mexico, we have these words that are different. Temor, temor, and miedo.
Okay.
You know, fear and scared. I think it's the proper traduction. You know, maybe yes, well, yes, but to be a fake, I'm scared of that. So I try to not to become that in everything.
Okay, so say more about that. Say more about that being fake peace. Like what is that? What do you mean by that? Like,
yes, for example, yes, you know, not to be congruent in what you say and what you do.
Yes, right.
You know, that's very
no action or like
Yes, you know, and for example, that's what I like about the swimming. This now that I'm now on the open water swimming, because it's very honest. Here you have to swim because you have to arrive from here and here. Yes. And you know, in the running, in the ultra marathons, people say, for example, yes, I'm going to do an ultra marathon. Okay, but I'm going to do it in 24 hours. And I said, hey, come on, my grandmother can do that. You know? No, they said, oh, I run a ultra marathon. You know, I was like,
yeah, really.
Yeah. So that's what I said. Okay, well, you can do whatever you want, but I'm not going to be like that.
Yes.
You know, I'm going to be like straight. So yes. That's why from the day one I said the reformer is only the 20% of the apparatuses of the method, because you know, if you arrive to some studios, they say no, the reformers are the best. So that's why we only have reformers. That's not true. Or right. We're only doing math because reformers are very dangerous. That's not true. Mm-hmm. So one thing is to say I only can afford having reformers, and let's work on the reformers, and it's great. But yes. Never lie to your clients. Never lie to you.
Yes.
You know,
right,
that's
right.
what I say. Always trying to do that. That's why I'm always pushing myself to be the best that I can, to give the best that I can. Sometimes, you know, there are so many races, kayak, paddling, ultramarathons, that I didn't finish because I got lost, you know, in the mountains. You know, and the policemen had to go and look go and look after me. Yes. And I said, I didn't finish. Sorry, that was it. Next time, next year.
Right. But you can celebrate, and you can celebrate the fact that you tried.
Yes. Yes, and yes, and it's not going to be always super successful, and it's going to be always like super funny. For example, running ultra marathons and have all your nails off. After that was not very funny. But you know, but I did it, and I tried, and I like it on that moment, and I enjoyed the kayak racings also. I was the winner here, the master winner in Veracruz, and I always tried to do my best, but always with honesty. Always with honesty, always with well, being humble, it's something that you have to manage. One thing is to be humble, like for example, well, like this, it's a team. It's a team, you know. It's my family, my husband. I think, well, I hope he's watching. Well, he has supported me from day one. We just turned 28 years anniversary last month. My daughters, okay, come on, daughters, let's go to the Cooper Canyon in Mexico to run a race. Mom, why can't you run in nice places like Disneyland, New York, or something? Why we can go there? We have to go there. So they come and support me. But what I want to say, that's being humble. But for example, if you want to be a high performance athlete, and you want to race,
I see where you're going.
You have to be this humble. And not you were saying something about Black women in Canada and everything, and I always follow her with the meditations and everything. I love her. Yes. That you
Nicole,
have today. She's amazing. Nicole, yes, she's amazing. And but for example, imagine myself kayak racing being the only, well, you know, there are like 100 men and 20 women, you know, and then so the men arrived with me and said, how can you beat me? You are so tiny. You know, I'm so big. No. It was luck. I said, well, maybe the first time. The second time, no. The third time, I don't know. So at the beginning, I said, oh my God, I can't believe that I won. Oh, it's amazing. I was so lucky. And then they said, yeah, it was luck. But then little by little, I had to really have confidence in myself. And then when I was on the starting line, because you on these races, you begin at the same time, women and men, and men hit you, and it's like a craziness. Yeah. And I always said, okay, guys, I'm here. See you at the final. You know, at the end of the race. Yes. You bring your paddle and your excuses, and you're ready for that.
There you go. Confidence. It's not being
yes, you have to be
it's
confident, respectful. But being a woman is hard, in these kind of events. So you have to really believe in yourself, okay, and show it. So, okay, Monica, so, after 5 hours paddling, I said, oh, you were very good to telling that to those guys. So now, do it.
Yes.
Okay, I will gonna do it. What I talk about being fake. Okay, if you are very brave to tell them that, so now show it.
Bring it.
Do it.
Yes. Yes. I feel you. That's exactly it. There's that sense of, like you're saying, just like confidence and knowing what you're capable of, and just presenting that, and not fake humility, not those sort of things too. And I was going to say earlier when you were talking about this, I love talking sports because it translates to everyday life in so many ways, right? Having to have confidence, having to know who you are, having to know what you bring to the table, asserting yourself as a woman in this man's world, so to speak, and saying, I'll see you at the finish line when you come back to me, that sort of thing. Like those kind of things. I love that because that's for our kids, right? You brought up girls, right? Understanding that we have to train them up, and then sports becomes a great language for them to understand teamwork, to understand leadership, to understand humility, confidence, to understand success.
Exactly.
All those different things. Like that comes from sport. That's why I love talking sports, because it is everyday life, right?
Yeah, as I said, I have read that sports really helps you to build your character. But I said, no, it reveals it.
Better said.
It reveals it. And I use that also here at the studio. Okay, come on, reveal your character. And I always said as a cue, fight.
Yes.
Fight. That's one of my favorite cues every single day class. And I can fight. For example, doing the 100, they finish and can you open the spring 1 centimeter more? Can you do it? Fight. Yes. It's a fight. Life is a fight. It's a great fight. It's a nice fight. I love to fight. But and my parents were fighters. They fought cancer. So they were fighters. So that's really on me. For example, when I'm because this, as I said, this sports thing, sounds great, but it's very tough. I cry during a race. I cry. What am I doing here? It's dark. It's at night. It's raining. I'm alone. I'm crazy. Maybe I don't have what you need to finish this. And I said, no, my parents were fighters. They never said no. They fought the illness until the end. So I'm not gonna quit, and I'm gonna finish it.
Yes.
That's something in me. So people say, why are you doing this? But I think that it's as in every case, it's our personal life. It's our personal story translated to what we do. And maybe in 20 years, I will tell, the next story. I continue writing my story. But something that is great, and you mentioned your kids and your children and everything. The most important thing is that, why are you doing this? Well, first, to live experiences.
Yes.
I don't like people telling me, oh, I did that and did that, or I got experience, or telling me, no, never go there, never do that. No, that's all. Don't never try it. No, I always say, no, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna find myself. I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna find myself. So that's number one, to live experiences. Two, to take my body to the limit. And to know that I'm capable to do it. Also to know it. I finish every class with the tough men, with the teenagers, with the housewives, everything. Okay, inhale, just let's hold yourself. Give her a hug, kiss you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you to your body for what it had achieved today. Every class, always. So, okay. Second, thank you, body, for taking me to the Alps, to taking me to the ocean, to taking me everywhere. But the third one is in more personal thing, even more to be an example for my daughters.
Yes.
That's Well, for the community, well, and that I can be humble. I'm not example of nothing. If people feel inspired, I feel like great. If they ask me for help, of course I will give them those. Hey, tell me about your experience. How did you do it and everything? And for example, here in Veracruz, I'm the only woman who had run and finished 100K ultra marathons. And they said, oh, how, where, which is the best one? Tell me about it. And but for example, the best gift that I have ever received, well, one of the most incredibles was my daughter. Well, the first one, she's 20 now. She was studying in France. And she said, she spent a year there. And she said, Mom, please train me for running a half marathon. And I said, well, okay, I will send you the training and everything. Because I want to run the marathon here in my hometown, a small one. I said, okay. So I sent it to her, and she's not sporty. She's not that sporty, you know? Yeah. So she said, you know, she ran the color run with selfies and everything. That kind of a sporty girl, you know. But she said, okay, you're good. So the first marathon that I ran was the Paris Marathon. So it was like one day before the marathon, and I said, are you ready? And she said, yes, I'm ready. I said, where are you? I'm in Paris, because I'm gonna run the Paris half marathon. You know, I lied to you. And I said, what? Yeah. And she ran. I'm running for Monica Felix, and she ran it, and I said, "Oh my God, it's beautiful!" And you know, and the second one is 18. Yeah. Yes, it was like, oh my God! So now we have these photos, me and her on the finish line with the Paris medal and everything. And she was like 10. She was 10 years old when I ran that marathon. Yeah. She was 10, and now she ran it at 18. Yeah. And the other one, the youngest, she's Maxime, Anais and Maxime. Maxime is 18. She was last year in Italy. Yes. So she did the same. Mom, please, can you train me for the half marathon? And I don't know, here in Italy. No. Sorry. The story was this. Anais, the oldest one, told me, Mom, I want to run the Barcelona marathon, or the half marathon, because now I live in Barcelona. And I said, okay. So I send the training every week. But no, they lied to me, because the training was for Maxime, the judge. So one day they phoned me and, Mom, we are here in Paris. It's not me who's running Barcelona in Barcelona. It's Maxime who's gonna run Paris again. I said, oh my God, for the first time. Yes. So that's the price. And you know, well, that was a kind of sad story that day, because it was 1 year ago exactly. 1 year ago, like I think, 1 year ago, they called me and they said, Mom, it's for Maxime. The training was for Maxime, not for me. And she's going to run Paris again. Also, it's, oh my God, I was crying because, well, they lied to me and I had no idea. But then one day before the day, they were already in Paris, they canceled it. Yeah, for the lockdown. Yeah. I said, well, shit happens. but well, you know, and she already had her number, the T-shirt and everything. And at night, she received, an email. Sorry, guys, we have to cancel. But well, that's life.
But you know, Monica, just as we close here, it's just all that you're saying there is know your why, right? There's so many whys that you've spoken about throughout the day.
Why?
Your why, right? Like for your children, for your community, for your people, for those Ironman competitors, for those strong men. There's so many whys in there that fuel your work.
Yes.
And and for all of us who are watching it, I'd love for us to be motivated by our why in the same way that you are. That really is my takeaway from today, is that like revisit my why and chase after that, fight for that, and do this because of that, because of my sons or my community, my passion for my city, my passion for whatever it is. Like find that and just chase after that. That's so good.
Yes, well, I always try to dig deep, to dig deep every time. And in these events that you have to spend hours with yourself, asking, you're alone. You're totally, because these races, they are not like a city marathons, but thousands of people. But these ultra marathons, open water swimming races, kayak races, you're totally alone with yourself, hours and hours and hours. And as I said, you begin asking yourself. And when you finish, and I also say that, well, I have to exhaust myself to find myself.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm really exhausted after that, then I said, okay, now let's have a shot.
Yes.
Me and me.
Yes, yes. You're peeling away layers at that point. You're pulling away distractions.
Yes.
You're peeling away all those different layers until you're down to your self.
That's why it's so addicted.
Yes.
Because yeah, you know it. Sports like this, it's like an addiction.
Yes.
You have to, for example, I said, no, I'm not gonna run anymore. That's the last one. And a couple of days later, oh, okay, let's do this one.
Let me register for this one. Yeah. Exactly.
Yes, because you're addicted to this feeling, of that feeling of accomplishment, of course, to be on the limit, but also to be with you, to be with you. As I said, this is your only body that you will have, but also your only soul. It's you and you. So it's your decision how to work with this. And I also tell my client, it's your responsibility. I'm just giving you tools to be a better sport performers, or to be better in your life, not having back pain or knee pain or whatever, but it's about you. It's not about Pilates. It's not about me. It's about you. So it's your decision.
Yes.
So, for example, when they say, oh, thank you very much because you helped me to do a candlestick on the Cadillac. And I said, no, it was you.
It's you.
I only told you what I learned. And for me, it's a pleasure to be able to teach you what I have learned. And for me, it's great that you have come twice a week in the last 6 months, because now you are able to do that. So I can teach you that. Because people, if they don't get strong enough, I will never be able to teach them that. So I don't have any problem to teach the advanced, the super hard things, the snake and twist, the headstands. No. For example, I have a client who had 3 back surgeries, and last week we had I took him to do a handstand.
Yeah.
I said, oh my God, you're crazy. You did it. Okay, you're okay? Yes. You're happy? Okay, let's do it again.
Exactly.
Yes, that's it.
The line that I say with a lot of my clients is that I'm coming alongside you in your fitness journey. As opposed to it saying like I'm doing this for you, or like you said, that debate with our clients, like, thank you for what you did, and we're like, no, it was you. So I usually open with that and say, like, I'm coming alongside you in your fitness journey. I'm here to help you get to your place.
Yes, but also that's on the positive, no. But also, I can be also, for example, if someone arrives, the teenagers most of all, they arrive and they say, oh, okay, what am I gonna do? And I said, hey, I was in my home, watching Netflix, having a cappuccino, and I show up here for you.
Yes.
You have to work also for you. Your mother already spent gas bringing you here, so now it's your turn to do the thing. Okay?
Yes.
Let's go. Yes, I'm very clear about that. I'm very clear because it's a team. And I say, hey guys, this is very expensive. So let's use it. For example, the equipment. Hey guys, get the spring more there or more there. This is very expensive equipment. Let's get everything out of it.
Yes.
Everything out of it. The people, when I bought it, Sylvia from Pilates said, okay, please have an insurance because my babies are going to Mexico. My babies are going to Mexico. Please take care of them. Please hire an insurance, please. So she did that, all her team, Constantine and everybody, with so much care and passion. And I said, I'm going to take care of them. So let's use it to the fullest.
Yes.
So, no complaint. Just do it.
Yes. Monica, thank you so much for your time today. I'm so inspired to just squeeze everything out of life.
Please, squeeze all your pink.
Yes.
All your pink, please. Pink, I said, pink is one of my hashtags. And I put something that, okay, I use a lot the hashtag real men, real men do Pilates, ... in pink apparatuses.
Hey.
And I just said, I also do, pink is not a color, it's an attitude.
Yes. Love it.
Thank you, Martin. I hope if you come to Mexico sometime, I will be so happy to have you here.
Yes, I love that. To everyone who is watching today, thank you so much. Thank you for all your comments and for your love. Monica's amazing. You're so inspired and you're so loved. You can see by all these comments. I really, really appreciate it. All right.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Pilates Tribe. See you.